All praises to the Most High Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who are well, and likewise elders, Shalom to the up for elect. Salakia, Lord willing, this video is edifying. Now you got this guy putting it on Twitter, so it shows you that the truth is everywhere. It says that the descendants of Esau, the sworn enemies of the descendants of Jacob, even to the end of the world, know thyself. And this is what happened to this Jake girl, right? This Sade Robinson, and Jake probably seen it around. It says missing black 19-year-old found dismembered after first date with Wisconsin man 33 who has sex dungeon in his basement. So you see a lot with the so-called Nikki women where she thinks she can what's it called, swirl or whatever it is she want to do, and the scriptures are pretty clear on it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to brothers or elders in the truth, but a lot of elders pretty much say stay away from the so-called black woman, and I completely get that. It's best Jake be like Paul and be like a eunuch in the truth. At the end of the day, Jake's seed is gonna get propagated. Jake in the world is still gonna chase Eve, but when you're in the truth, you really want to stay away from this woman, man. For the most part, we know there's some sisters in order, some few sisters in order, but the scriptures are pretty clear on this, right? Hang on, let me get this. This is Deuteronomy 7 and 3, and this is where Israel was going from. Basically, Israel was in the wilderness, right? I'll start at 1. And when the Lord thy power shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it, and hath cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, and the Girgashites, and the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater and mightier than thou. And when the Lord thy power shall deliver them from thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show mercy unto them. And it's pretty clear, this is it, we're pretty much in the same mind frame, because these other nations are greater than us. So when you go onto these other nations of people, they can basically do whatever they want with you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I know this Jake, who's going, and it's probably a lot of Jake that's going through it. You might have a Edomite wife or a woman of the other nations, and she's mightier than you. So you pretty much have to be on her accord. You get disrespected and emasculated, which again goes into, the animosity and the trouble that's gonna come upon these women when these times hit. When you can't run to the police, when you can't run to the so-called government, you're not gonna be able to hold that sword of Damocles over Jake's head anymore. Or any man really. That them men that are really gonna get their issue, and you can see them starting to get their issue now. It says, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughters thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son, for they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you, and destroy thee utterly. But thus shall ye deal with them. You shall destroy their altars, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So, Jake's a special people to the Lord. If you're special, why would you want to mix your seed with somebody who's not special? And I heard a brother say this. At the end of the day, the seed comes from the man. So when a Jake man lays with a heathen or a woman of the other nationalities, that their seed are kind of protected, because you can see that in the 12 tribes, where you had that them 4 tribes coming from the quote unquote heathen women, right? But it's better you stick with your own nation of people. You're not really meant to mix with them. Now I know Jake Jake don't really want to hear that, because Jake has a fascination with a so-called white woman. But she a damn demon, man. She's a seed of a demon, man. Why you want to deal with them women? You might as well be like eunuchs on the earth. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say brothers are going off by dealing with these by special, by dealing with these women, but here the scriptures say, "Neither shall thou make marriages with them," right? And brothers will always say, "Raw, sex is marriage." So you're marrying yourself onto these women every single time you deal with this so-called Edomite woman. And we know, obviously, you're married to your first husband, and every other man you're with after that is adultery. So you're pretty much committing adultery with these women of the other nations, which is hella going off, man. And Jake doesn't necessarily want to, deal with that because, at the end of the day, we're still in the flesh. We still do things that might be quote unquote not expedient, right? But the scriptures is clear on the matter. You're not really to deal with these women. You are special people. You're holy people unto the Lord. You're separate. You're supposed to be separate from these people. And you see how these people deal with man, right? And these Edomites, whenever you go on Twitter, you see these Edomites bugging out because he's put that there, right? And this Edomite comes across and he puts this there. Black man has been arrested for killing his white girlfriend's white toddler and hiding the boy's body in a canvas bag in a basement of the home. I mean, I've never heard of this stuff. I'm not saying it's not true, but there's countless cases of Esau massacring people in the so-called black community compared to it being the other way around. And you could tell what kind of spirit she's in, man. She was bugged out, and everyone's here it is. Jake say when swirling goes wrong, right? Because you can see what kind of spirit she's in, bro. You can see what kind of spirit she's in. These Jake women love to, and I remember I was watching one video of her, and you could see all she had were quote unquote so-called Edomite friends. That's who she was hanging around with, man. You want to hang around with these people, and like the last 2 weeks, I ain't been around nothing but Edomites. And when you listen to the level of conversations that they have, they're absolutely filthy, man. They be talking about bumming each other, having sex with each other. You be there and Esau will be like, oh, get the tranny. Oh, I have sex with the tranny and all this kind of stuff. The scriptures say they're brute beasts, man. They're base men. Cause Ishmael don't talk like that. Elam don't talk like that. Jake don't talk like that. Japheth don't talk like that. Esau's the only man that makes jokes like that. Where you're sleeping and Esau come along and draw a penis on your forehead and do all of them kind of weird, sick stuff, man. Like they're completely going off. They're wicked people. You're really supposed to stay away from Esau and his offspring, whether it be man or woman, for as much as you can help it. This is First Kings 11:4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wife turned away his heart from other gods, and his heart was not perfect with the Lord his power, as was the heart of David his father. So him dealing with them other nations of women, even though he was beloved in the sight of Adawan, right? He couldn't help but go off, which just shows you are who you hang around with. You can't help but be influenced. This is why you're supposed to be around people of like-minded, because you can't help but pick up the behaviors, right, and the sentiments and the ideologies of people you hang around, right? It says, how can two walk together unless agreed? So you want to deal with an Edomite woman, and that's your woman. So in some ways, you're agreeing with her, right? And particular ways that she deals with things. Here you dealing with an Edomite woman, and she eats pork, and you all kissing on her, you know. But hey, Jake could do what you're better off being a eunuch if you can help it. Even the scriptures say that if you can, as much as it'd be good for you, you abstain from women. It's not as if the nation of Israel is gonna die. I mean, not everyone's in the truth, so you'll come back through your brother's seed or your cousin's seed or whatever the case may be. It's not like Jake is gonna be done away with. Your particular bloodline, quote unquote, may not propagate himself, but you're still gonna come back because at the end of the day, your family's not gonna be done away with. But Jake loved that sweet white woman, man. You know, and I'm not gonna say brothers is going off, but again, that's what the scriptures say, man. Brothers always say the scriptures, the scriptures, the scriptures, but but they'll pick and choose when to apply the scriptures. You know, not everything that's unlawful is expedient, right? Or not everything that's lawful is expedient. But hey, I'm just saying, man. This is Genesis 3:15, and I will put enmity or enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed, and it shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. And this is symbolic of Jake holding on to Esau's heel, you know, because ultimately Jake's gonna be, you know, ruling the society, and that hate, because Esau knows he's a brute beast, man. You know, you can see all of this stuff, and look at this. I'll just show this quick. You see it with the little Edomite friends. You say whoever perished being innocent, right? Look at that. Jabba the Hutt. But look at this. Now here they're gonna say how she's innocent and she don't deserve this. Look at her behavior, man. Whoever perished being innocent, right? Now, people in the world that say, "Oh, she's such a beautiful girl" and all of this stuff. She was a damn reprobate, man. You was going out with Edomite. She was going back to his. Why was you going back to his place? Oh, we just wanted to have some fun. Hey. Okay, most of her friends are Edomites, man. Look at that. Tap dancing for Esau. Look at it. Tap dancing for Esau, boy. Yeah, whatever, man. The little Danya dance, man. Look at him. Man, his eyes is so close together. He look like a damn cyclops, man. Is it? Let's see this guy. Just Jeffrey Dahmer, right? What was this guy doing? Jeffrey Dahmer, also known as the Milwaukee Cannibal or the Milwaukee Monster, was an American serial killer and sex offender who had killed and dismembered 17 males. And what kind of people was he killing, man? Stephen Hicks. I mean, hell, Jake is so done. You don't even know. You don't know if it's an Edomite or a Drake. There you go. I mean, look at who he killed. This guy was just going around slaughtering Jakes, man. And this is you wanna get with this man's daughter. You know, you want your daughter to get with this man's daughter. You know, you want your son with this man's daughter. You want your daughter with this man's son. You know, hey, it's what it is, man. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. You know, all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Jerusalem Welsh, and likewise elders. Shalom to the elect.